Top five, right? DOKBRASS, DOKBRASS,
Doc
DOKBRASS,
Brass,
DOKBRASS.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there's your
That's the
dialogue
way to
reference.
do an interview. Yep.
No,
Oh man, hey,
Let's go.
like a past interview, God Cloud. Shout out to God Cloud. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
God,
Same
God,
thing.
same thing. Like,
Right.
look, here,
I'm a hater. Like,
Right.
I'm a hater.
Jim was like, I'm a
I
hater.
I just don't. I think that this is like a very subjective thing, and so for me to put
It
my
is.
top five is kind of more about stylistically, and some people who, uh, I think just like do cool, stuff. That when it comes down to like technique and or genre. So, and this is definitely no particular order because I guess I should prefix it with I really want people to just finger drum and do what they love to do, right? And continue to explore and innovate on what this art craft is,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And so I for any of my, what I consider to be top five, to me it has to do with the relationship that they have with the music, or like what we have a relationship in terms of finger drumming, or what I kind of just kind of pay attention to, I guess.
Right.
So anyone outside of this top five does not mean you're not in my actual thoughts or top
Right.
five moments, kind of.
100%.
And I don't want anyone to take this top five as, oh, he didn't even think about me. No, you're on my thoughts, but I can't sit here listing all y'all.
Right.
You know,
It's a lot.
uh,
It's a lot. It's a lot of.
It's a
It's
gang of people
it's a
that
lot, and it's a community.
right.
Um,
Producers,
so with that said, number one, well, I won't even put them in like just say the numbers because that implies a ranking. No ranking.
Right.
I love Pancho Trackman. Uh, uh, he's from South America, and does like I just love his style.
Shout out Poncho.
I really like Nuller Music, who is a kit style drummer who so and I guess I'll say this when I'll tell them the kind of finger drummer that they are, right? Because there's
Okay.
different styles. So Pancho Trackman, PANCHO_TRAKMAN is a sample, like a live finger drummer with samples and uh drum kit. So he triggers the musical samples as well as the drum kit simultaneously. That's like an
One
art
shots.
form.
Yeah. The one
Yeah.
shots.
Right.
Yeah, and specifically though it's a non-loop based one, meaning that he's not triggering one that then loops on repeat, right? He's following the tradition of triggering the samples in the order that they have to every single time in an organic live fashion, right? So so he's got that. Then Nuller Music, NULAR Music, is a metal drummer. Okay, so he literally just does like almost gent style, like dum 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 dum, you know what I mean, kind of metal music, but with finger drumming. And he uses, I'm pretty sure it's the Ableton controller, the 40 button one.
The push.
Throwing me off. It's enabled, but I think it's like the Ableton Live.
There's a couple
Yeah,
of
I think it's the Ableton Live.
maybe
But
five.
he does he's a kit style player, but because metal music can be very complicated, different time signatures and rhythms, and certainly a lot going on. So again, in terms of technicality, that's there. David Fingers Haynes, someone who many of us call out as the OG of finger drumming, right? He's also a kit style player, but can do production, like one shot based stuff as well.
Yeah.
But he primarily is a kit style player and phenomenal talent.
Yeah.
But that's three that I mentioned. Let me see. Benny on the Beat, I'll give a shout out to. I love his just like he does more of like that boom bap soul kind of rhythm, and like his sample selection is phenomenal. And he's got a great style. And then see, that's the thing, there are so many. I'm gonna give a shout out to the host and say Mecca. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Already.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
that you know, someone who very easily, I think, falls through the cracks of the conversation.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Dang.
Like everyone's quick to shout out Beast by J Black, Trizzy Track, Gnarly, and I don't mean to say them with such a tone where it's like, oh yeah, them, you know what I mean? Because they're
Those are
obviously
obvious people.
wonderful,
They're
talented,
obvious.
beautiful people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
they're
are obvious.
talented, beautiful people, and I love them sincerely, right? So it has more to do with like, you know, I think that there's so much kind of like how we view underground rap. There's so much talent in the underground.
Right. I
That
was waiting on it. I was waiting on you.
you know what I'm saying, right? Like there's so much talent that's around there that doesn't get the real look at. There's another one like Ricky Feds. He's super good.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a bunch. Yeah, there's just a bunch. So I guess I broke the rules and went over 5, so I apologize.
Oh, it's cool. I say you had like 2 honorables. You can get 2 honorables.
Yeah. So
go.
you get away with 7. You know what I'm
You
saying?
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, Shogun Beats. Sorry, I also got to shout out Shogun Beats then too, if I have an opportunity for that, because he's a phenomenal finger drummer and a guru out in Japan. Okay, so
I know
right.
exactly.
sorry. Carry on.
Right with the name Shogun. I'm like, oh yeah.
See, that's a nice list. That's
more.
nice
I gotta
list.
check that. I gotta check a couple of these cats out. Like
More
I know
homework,
most
bro.
of them. You know,
More homework.
but there's still, you know, because I'm trying to tighten up myself. So
Yeah.